It's good to be wise when you're young, 'cause you can only be young, but for once.
Well, here I am, just arrived in Hobart, rubbed up for the occasion, waiting to pick up by Dave. What do you reckon? It's the hottest it's going to be down here. So I've got everything I've got on. I'm feeling okay. Don't know about later tonight. But anyway, the adventure begins. Hey! Okay, here we are, arrived in Hobart, heading out to Mona. In the background there's the Mona ferry. I'm going on tomorrow morning off to Mona. So you've got Debbie and Dave here, my great mates from way back. So hey, we're off to see the town tonight. So hey, over and out.
Enjoy yourself, it's later.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, all right, let's get a drink. I am here with the famous David, who has created both
Infamous.
Infamous,
Slightly notorious.
which I'm going to see Mona tomorrow. I'm having a whole day out there. And just by total chance, my friends picked him out of the crowd at Dark MoFo, which I didn't realise till tonight was your creation.
Yeah, this is us. Thank you.
So I
Here I am.
I am really delighted to have met you. So thank you so much. It's been a total honour and well done. Okay, we're doing a quick selfie. Okay, here we are at Mona. Look at this, fabulous. Whoa! Now David told me they make the most beautiful ladies in Tasmania, and he's actually right. Look at this, can't believe it. So I'm having a weekend down here. And the hostess is phenomenal. She's the leading. Yeah, Debbie's the leading beautiful lady in Tasmania. But these two come close, okay? Great range. Here's David and I doing the round, checking it all out. Amazing range of food, wine. People having a great time, including us. Just buzzing.
Learn the rules, don't be a faker. No. It's not wise that you should be an open man's good stew.
Hey, what the truffle pizza's all about? Give me the sound kick, cheese, pizza, truffle. How does it smell? Whoa, look at that. All right, okay, I am here with the famous David, who has created both Infamous,
Slightly notorious.
which I'm going to see Mona tomorrow. I'm having a whole day out there. And just by total chance, my friends picked him out of the crowd at Dark MoFo, which I didn't realise till tonight was your creation.
Yeah, this is us. Thank you.
So
Here I am.
I am really delighted to have met you. So thank you so much for your total honour and well done. Thank you very much.
Well, here I am on the ferry to Mona in the posh bit, which is an exclusive part of the boat. Yes, looking forward to it. Okay, the main foyer of Mona. Quite a dramatic impression to start with. And of course a bar. Hey, I'm not going to use that.
It's good to be wise when you're young, 'cause you can only be young, but for once. Enjoy yourself, have lots of fun. Serve God and live, my friends, and it will never done. Enjoy yourself. It's later than
feed for the Cloaca Professional, this big machine behind me. Let's have a look in there. This is one of our little mixed veggie bowls that you can get up at the Sauce restaurant at the moment. Lots of seasonal greens. Yeah. So this machine can eat anything that you can eat and also anything that you can't eat. It needs a certain level of alcohol all the time, just like our body makes alcohol. So we do feed it a bit of our alcohol branded Mona stuff as well. This is our Muguru Pilsner beer. It's my favourite one. I always pick this one if I get to feed the machine, because I know that this is happy if I'm happy. This is probably the best beer we've got, but that's my opinion. These first two chambers here act as the stomach. These last three act as the intestines. And of course we've got our lovely rectum down here. Where I'm working up here acts as the mouth and the throat. And these two chambers add the acid and base, the hydrochloric acid and the sodium hydroxide, that then mix in and form a good pH that just matches about our stomach levels. Again, this is trying to simulate the human digestive system. It's not trying to replicate it. It's actually impossible to replicate something as complex as nature. But Wim Delvoye, the artist who made this one, was really about that whole thing of, when you entered this room, what was the first thing you noticed? Yeah, there it is, because that is a very powerful thing. And we have a natural aversion to our own smell. As soon as you take the human away from the smell, what happens? We get even more averse to the smell. So now if you start thinking of this as a little human, that's what I do. You start to see that even the smelliest, most ugly, weird, just craziest, complicated things are actually quite beautiful. I'm going to put these food in here, and also I'm going to add our little enzymes. These basically substitute for what our pancreas and liver do with a lot of enzymes in the digestive process. As well as these ones that go in here, these three have that weird black mold looking thing there. That's the bacteria, the gut bacteria from an actual human, from a toddler's nappy that we cultured when this was first made. And all the oils use their human bacteria to help the digestive process, which is why we get such a nice human product at the end. Any more questions before we begin the feeding, guys? There will be a bit of noise as I start this up. Questions? All I can tell you is prepare your noses, because if you thought it smelled bad now, it's going to smell a lot worse, because when I open this up, the throat opens up and it burps. And there'll also be a bit of farting that happens the entire process throughout the day. And that's where the smell does come from. There's lots of valves that leak the gases out. First, we're going to put in our lovely Buddha bowl. A nice grinder there. It's acting as the teeth and all the nashes there. won't get indigestion no matter how fast you feed it. It's always hungry. This is nice hot water that just helps break everything down a bit, just like that saliva would. Put that in there. And then some pre-soaked bread as well. You need to pre-soak the bread because it's quite hardy for the machine to break down. Thoroughly suggest reading a bit in the app for this one, guys. There's lots of different variations on how you can read this one. The main takeaway was Wimdell wanted to prove that eating shit hard is not shit if you do it right. Favourite bit. Clearing it out, making sure it's got all his tummy and set up little full grooves there. He's got a nice full tummy for the rest of the morning, and then again at 3:45 we'll be feeding him his afternoon feed. And at 2 o'clock, if you come back here at 2, that's when he does his number 2 down that end.
So how come nothing's happening in these two?
So these tubes here, it's all transferring everything.
Two glass containers.
Yes, the 2 glass containers, that's the sodium hydroxide and
right.
hydrochloric acid. They're
They're not-
mixing the acid and base.
They're not part of this.
So it goes into those first stomach ones and just acts as the stomach acid, basically
So,
keeping a
okay.
pH the same as the human stomach acid.
Okay, great.
And
Missed that.
all of those little computer monitors up there, they're monitoring pH and the temperature
Right,
and the pressure.
and they feed that. Okay, thank you.
No worries. Any other questions, guys? Be popping my enzymes in, and then we're all over for the morning. My name's Max. If you have any questions, I'll be around for another few minutes. Thanks for coming for the morning flight, feed, guys. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Have a lovely morning.
This could be my next car. Looks a bit like me at times. It's on dexamethasone, I think. It's called the Fat Car. Yeah, I don't think it'll take off, but it's fun here. This is my kind of exhibit. It's all sort of big sequins, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. I'm kind of into this sort of stuff. Is it art? Yeah, well, maybe. But it's keeping me amused, so that's probably what art's meant to do. This has got to be Brett Whiteley, but I can't find his signature anywhere, but nobody else does it like this, so let's assume that it is. Looks like some sort of imitation of Greek architecture. This is the Great Console was used by the Beatles to record a lot of their stuff. It was one of 3 made in West Germany, and they used it for a lot of their stuff. So it was brought over here. It's still in use. Made in 1951. Still going good. German technology. There you go. Handmade. One of 3. This is a recording studio at Mona, which is made available to any recording artists on application. How cool is that?
Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. And yeah,
here we are at my first lunch. I've chosen a very delicate petite entree because I'm going to another lunch in about 2 hours' time. So look at that. It's some sort of Japanese thing. I don't know what the things are, but I'm going to take a risk and take it. And over here, the band are warming up. We've got some music coming. That's going to be pretty cool. So there you go. Ooh, look at this detail. Little tiny flowers. It's a pity to eat them really, but anyway, I guess someone's got to. Well, this is a bit unusual at a restaurant, having an art exhibition happening right behind me. It looks like it's part of me, but it ain't. No, it's not stuck onto me. But I can't even see it. So I've got to videotape it just to see whether I can approve of it. I think I do. It's a first, but we are a Mona, let's face it. Hey. Okay, normally don't allow photos in front of a bright backdrop, but in this case I'm making an exception. This is the entrance to one of the first restaurants. It looks like a beach, you know, with blue up the back. Pretty hot in here. I was going to strip down to my t-shirts and thongs and put some zinc cream on my nose and pretend I'm a walking exhibit from Queensland. I reckon that'd work. What do you think? Give it a go. How cool is this? Like a best of beer gardens in Queensland. Wooden fire and a rock and roll band doing its stuff. This is outside the restaurant. Mind you, none of the songs I've heard of anything like I know. This place really caters to young people. That's okay. What could be better than one of me, than two of me, 3, 4 of me, 5, 6 of me, 7, 8 of me, 9. Down the back there, 10, 11, 12, 13 of me, 14 of me, 15 of me, hey, 16 of me. So I've got plenty of backups for my shows, okay? Understudies. Yeah. This is the inside. It's not as much noisy than the other one, maybe just time of day. Okay, it's a partly eaten beetroot salad. Quite a light meal because I've got a heavy meat meal tonight. Hey, on the veranda here they've got tables to eat at, but look what the table surface is. It's some sort of place your meals on that. I mean, today no one's out here because it's just too windy, but on a good day, and I think it's probably edible, and maybe you just take it, you pick it off and sprinkle it into your meal maybe, who knows, but it's pretty innovative up here. This is the famous wall of vaginas which everybody talks about. So they're all so different. I mean, whoever designed this thing should have got a successful prototype and standardised. I mean, this is just basic engineering. I mean, I've got really stuffed up here big time. But anyway, look, I'm not going to, apparently they all work. It's just kind of needs different instructions for each one. So that's a bit confusing, but here's one. Hope you like it. I'm not going to show you all of them. I reckon all 16-year-old boys ought to do this tour, get a bit of orientation. What do you reckon? Here's a bit of culture, a piece that was written this morning for performance this afternoon. It's quite amazing they've done that. I think that's the conductor down there. Every 4 o'clock they put this on. It's quite elegantly and I think purposefully placed right next to the wall of vaginas. So it's kind of a bit like foreplay music, I think. Look at this romantic setting here. I think all these ladies have been invited to go and have their cask taken, if they want to add to the wall. But that's the sort of thing you'd find at Mona, but who knows? This is my last stop. heading off now.
Of Debbie and David having an exquisite experience with a home fire, which I haven't had for, I don't know, 30, 40 years. It's just lovely. So we're just taking the grate away for a couple of seconds. So I want to thank you both for a wonderful weekend. But this is one of the many highlights. So thank you so much for arranging this. Enjoying it. Hope, good on you. Ta. Thank you.